doing well already. So I homestead nomads, Beth, Catherine. I don't remember who else is here. Um, the cabin's a mess because it's been a busy week. And first thing this morning, I was making a fire so it could be warmer inside. It's nice out, but it still was chilly. And then I was adjusting this new solar kit. And okay, so I'll show you. I'm embarrassed, but it's kind of there. And then I have groceries and stuff to put away. And um, so I'm going to hold the phone right there. That's not a good picture. Whatever. I mean, I feel like not only do I look swollen and whatever, I just feel exhausted. And I understand that autoimmune can cause us to feel, and some of you know I was diagnosed with MS a couple of years ago. Um, it can cause fatigue, and so maybe it's fatigue and not just tired. But dang, I've been doing stuff that creates tired, so I'm taking tired. Yes, I have a thing on my lip. Hey, Jer. Um, After I was sick, I woke up with a bubble on my lip. And then after the allergy attack, now that I'm thinking about it, I took 3 Benadryl that day. 6 means I got to be at the hospital and prepared for steroid treatments because they can't use an EpiPen on me. My eyes ache. That's why I'm holding them closed when I'm talking to you. Um, I don't know. Um, I did get up to Walmart. I don't like that trip. It's about a 120-mile drive one way, but I got accounting sheets that I can use at the office and a few things like that. I got a bunch of stuff for the office. Wendy, what a good baby inside. Yes, I'm talking about you, honey. Inside Walmart. She, no, I haven't made the bed. Do you want to look up Wendy and say hi to Miss Catherine? And Iris? There's Iris. Anyway, she's just chilling. But 4 o'clock this morning, I got an email that said that somebody was trying to get into my accounts. I can't. I don't know. I've been trying to work with a couple of tablets or computers. Do you still have no sound? All right, y'all are texting me, but do you still have no sound? I put this on. Do you have sound yet? Somebody tell me if there's sound. I'm back. Okay. Okay. So, not only was I sick, but I've had my family has contacted me. Evidently, my mother is passing away. I don't know what stage she's at yet, but I offered, if those that are caring for her wanted, I offered to be able to be phone support for them. And so I've been calling them on my drive to work every single day. Now, I didn't talk to them today. They so far they seem like they appreciate the call. So um, that's different. Um, I just think I'm tired, but I wonder. I have reason to be tired, but waking up 3 times in the night, and but then I wake up and my eyes are like this one today. My eyes are red, and I don't have a reason for that. And I just want my energy back. I feel tired. Um, like I said, I guess you guys didn't hear much I said, but I kind of, the being sick that weekend, I felt good enough to go to work the next day. I went to work. I was okay, but I had this thing come up on my lip. And then during the night, it was the skin came off of it. So now it's a scab. It's ugly. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I could sleep for 2 or 3 days right now. I'm really, really tired. Um, and I can't yet. I did say something about if I could, I think that I would take a couple of days off of work just to get some things done at home, just to get my energy back. I'm very tired. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I can't do it yet. Um, I'm just getting some of the processes working well at the office, and it is being appreciated by some people. Some people think I'm being silly. Um, and then I went to Walmart on Sabbath. Oh, poop head. Um, part of part of me not having energy, I think, is my feeling so unsettled in my space. I like my space to be not cluttered and neat, um, and things like that. But I think perhaps the fact that um, the family is having something go on and I've had contact with them, I think that that maybe gives me another. Oh, it sounds stupid to say part of tired. It might add to the tiredness or fatigue or whatever, but it's like I just don't have. I have not had, since I started working, I have not had one day to just freaking be lazy. Now, last night when I first got back from the trip to Sholo, I just sat in a chair for about an hour. I got two phone calls, and I halfway, no offense if the person is on here, but I remember thinking I almost wish the phone would cut out on me, that the signal would cut out so I could just sit here longer. And then, of course, Wendy wanted out, and the cat needed something, and I'm okay. I'm just really extra tired. Um, so Dennis and Evelyn are coming about 11:30. I'm planning to not be on here past oh, I can't see the clock. Clock's behind me. I'm planning to end the live stream today at 11 because of how I feel. And I'm not sick, but I just, I don't know, I just need some time or something. Um, so, uh, so if I have a few minutes between us ending and Dennis and Evelyn coming, they've been helping me with some projects here. And he said he's been working on this plank I'd been hanging on to. Um, uh, the plank I thought could be pretty. He said that he'd been working with it, trying to see if it could make a pretty countertop because it's old. And what he found was there's a lot of rot in it, and he thinks it's not going to work. And I'm okay with that. I'm just tired. Um, and so they're going to bring that, and we're going to come up with a plan. He was going to that to me that sounded funny. Anyways, they were going to help me build a kitchenette in here, and I kind of have these portable furniture pieces that I think I could pull together for the kitchenette. I just would like some real wood on something. Um, and I always, because of it being northern Arizona and northeastern Arizona um, and the desert, high desert, I find that having metal frames on the furniture is better. The furniture lasts longer. Wooden furniture, it's so dry here. The glue comes unhinged, and then you always have to repair it. So most everything I have purchased so far is metal framed, and I didn't spend a lot of money on it. It would be really simple, easy, something to move this furniture if I wanted to leave here or something, but whatever. Um, um, and I see Jeremy, I see your comment. Yes, there's a lot of stress at the shop. And there's been the extra stress of me trying to figure out, was somebody trying to screw me up at work so that I wouldn't be there, so I would quit or something. And I didn't want to. I don't want to. And then I realized that nobody's really trying to mess me up, that basically I'm being appreciated, but that some things are challenging. And I found out about somebody else's disability at work. And I started, so like last weekend, I spent a lot of time, well, that was the weekend I was sick, right? I spent a lot of time that weekend while I was laying in bed listening to videos uh, of how people manage auto shops and how to deal with people's disabilities at an auto shop. And so I was working even when I wasn't working. And so, yeah, I would like to get to where I don't have to do that so much. It'll happen. I'll be okay. And one problem at work got taken care of because, Jeremy, I'm going to tell a story from the shop. Don't be upset. It's not personal about you or anybody else. But as will happen at a shop, um, so multiple of us, there's three of us at least, that talk to parts companies and get parts brought in for the auto shop. And then there's one, two, three, four. Count and stand for, and Count and Stanley and Tony. One, two, three, four, five. Five mechanics and a tire guy. The new tire guy, I don't, is not as active as some of the last tire people had been. So I feel like I have to help encourage that they stay busy. Of course, as long as there's tires coming in, they're busy anyways. But there's been conversations uh, around people, okay, around mechanics, around things. Each person has something going on. When they come in, they have stuff going on at home. For example, I'm using Jeremy as an example, but Jeremy's working on, is it okay to say that yet? He's working on a boat on his in his spare time. And so there's that. There's the fact that Wendy comes to work with me, and then because Wendy comes, maybe it's not because I felt like it was because Wendy comes, that then the other girl that's in the office brings her dog. Her dog's a lot bigger. And so I have the things of like her dog's leash getting caught in the wheels of my chair, and not being able to get up when I'm trying to stand up and I can't stand up because of the dog or because of something. And I'm not mad. I don't want somebody getting the wrong idea. I'm not mad. It's just a reality of it, right? And then there's the, oh wait, did I put Wendy where she's supposed to be? Wendy has a little playpen at work. One of those easy fold up things that I got from Walmart for $20. And it can be outside the front door a lot. And, oh, so it's okay to say it. Thanks, Jeremy. And so she loves being in that playpen outside the front door. She could see people. She can lay in the sunshine. She's protected. She's all zipped in. And I like it because I don't have to think about her. When I put her in there, it's like I know she's safe and I don't have to until she barks. And she only barks a hard bark when she needs to go to the bathroom. Or she just really needs to come in, wants to be inside, like if it gets too windy or something. And so I, when I know I put her out there, I can relax and not worry about her. Well, when I take her out to take her for a walk, if somebody asks me a question while I'm walking her, and then I go straight to the desk instead of putting her back in there, then I have to, oh crap, did I put her back? Where is she? Right? So there's that extra stressor thing as well. And then, so as often happens in an auto shop, the other day, Jeremy's doing an oil service on a big diesel truck. I thought it was one of my first orders of parts since the other girl came back. And well, probably one of my first orders, period, because it just hadn't needed to do it. The way things, I don't know, just the way it was working. I knew how, but sometimes I was being asked to look it up, but not order it. And so anyway, So Jeremy, I was kind of pleased that I'd ordered. I knew I ordered all the right parts. I had it double checked before I did it. Um, and then when the parts came in, I wrote the names on the labels, and the labels got stuck on the boxes of the parts. But I can't remember if I'm the one that put the label on the box or not. And I don't remember whether I was the one that checked the delivery invoice against the number of the parts. I'm I'll take the blame for I probably didn't check, or I saw it so fast I didn't read the numbers. I don't know the answer. One digit was off on the oil filter. It was supposed to be, like five or six numbers, but the first two were seven, no, 5 7. And instead, they delivered the right part was ordered, was a 5 7 number. But the right part was ordered, but the part that was delivered was a 5 1. And so Jeremy's there opening the box and trying to, and it doesn't fit them. And he comes back and it's the wrong part. Well, without any, standard way of handling that, three of us were trying to get the right part ordered. And when I realized what happened, I'm like, okay, Stan, you got to say something. I mean, I know you don't like to say stuff, but three of us are trying to order this part. Like I said, numbers against the invoice when it was should have caught that it was a 5 1, not a 5 7, and should have said, hey, because the parts were there early enough that he should have been able to just do the job and be done. And instead, he ended up with a couple of hours of just, sitting around. But Stan did come out and he said, okay, hold up. We can't be doing this because I'm trying to order the part. Lisa's trying to order the part and you already did it. How did that happen? And so then he goes, so from now on, if you write up the order, unless you're not here, you stick with the order and the mechanic on that project. And that helps a lot because then we're not all of us trying to do the same thing and all of us calling the parts people who are like, but so and so just called. You need another one of those? And we were like, what are you talking about? That's how could they? So so now that that's been kind of handled, that should get easier, that should get simplified or something. I hope that story was okay. But it's the kinds of things I've dealt with this week, or the fact that, I think there were 3 days I didn't do lunch at all. And I couldn't keep the refrigerator running at home because I was still struggling with the solar system here at my house. Now, the solar system is actually charging the batteries just fine. The problem is it can't plug a 12-volt outlet into the solar kit. And the refrigerator has a 12-volt plug. Now, it also has an AC plug. But after we get done today, I'm going to dig in the box that I think it's in and hunt for that plug. And then if I can get it unplugged, I'll change the plug and see if I can get the refrigerator to run off the AC. I know that takes a little more power when you run a 12-volt fridge through an inverter. But if it's all I got for an option, then if I can keep it running, fine. I've invested money now into this solar kit, so I kind of feel like I need it to work. I think it can. I think I've just been so tired that I couldn't figure it out. But now that I got the replacement batteries, so the company had asked me, three of the batteries had error codes. One of them, I I put it in the battery disposal thing at work. Um, the other two, one of them recovered all the way. The other one, I'm still waiting to find out if it really recovered all the way. But the manufacture dates are different on those two old ones than the new replacement ones. So they were under 3-year warranty, and the company honored the warranty, asked me to pay $70 shipping. So I did. And new battery packs, they have a newer manufacture date. They function better. So right now, I've got two of them at 100% charge, and the other one is at 99.8%. I also, because they gave me a half price coupon, and one of you lovely followers sent me some money, I went ahead and I bought two of their solar panels. Um, they're out back. And don't you know, the first day I left him here without me, and one of the legs broke off the solar panel. It's okay. I am not arguing with anybody trying to send it back. The leg was minor. I believe it's a piece of plastic that might have broken. I'm saying that I really didn't look it over carefully to know if it's broken or if it just came loose. I don't know the answer. But those panels, the cords are too short for me to put them up on the roof. So I went ahead and I don't remember what day, but this week I ordered the extension cords for those. So they should come Monday or Tuesday. Let's say they should come before Wednesday. And then I should be able to put those solar panels up on a roof. And all of this should be neater. So if I can get the AC cord plugged into the refrigerator, and then the AC cord, if I can make it run off the inverter on this solar kit with the 3 brand new batteries, then I'll call it a success, and we'll let it run that way until I can figure out the DC battery thing. But maybe the DC battery thing won't do what I want it to. I don't know the answer. I need to watch a video on that. But the other 2 batteries that are the old ones that have been recovering, I have them on a different solar panel. They're charging, they're staying charged up. They charge phones just fine. They have USB plugs on them, so I can use them that way. I don't yet know how I'm going to use those. I thought about having them as a separate system in the tracker. I need to talk about the tracker. I have video. I haven't had a chance to work with the video to get one out, but I will. I need to really badly. Um, Part of the reason I haven't done some of that is Stan was letting me have on permanent loan um, a mini laptop tablet combination machine at work. But when we tried to, I don't know what happened. When I first got it, I was like, I love this little thing. Typing on it is great. I love this little thing. Well, then we tried to take we tried to take stand stuff off of it, and now the keyboard does all kinds of bizarre things. Like if I touch the right shift key, it goes pages back in whatever you were working on. So it's just bizarre. And I want to take it back to factory settings so I can use it. But I brought it home one day and I couldn't charge it at home. And I was like, okay, I can't fight anything else right now. I just can't. I don't have the energy to do any of the extra stuff right now. That doesn't mean I'm incapable of life or something like that. It's not that bad, but it's just that I just don't have the extra today. So, and I haven't for a few days, so or for a bit. So, use it to edit a couple videos. Um, because I took a couple of good videos, but they were like 6 minutes long. And I remember moving the phone and I got pictures of my leg and I need to like delete that stuff and whatever. And then I need to do a voiceover on it. So I don't mind that it's an older machine or any of those kind of things. I just want to edit a video, and then because I'm working, it's simple for me to take my, my phone or my whatever into the office and just have a video loading on my own service, not on the service at the shop, and just let it load while I'm working would be fine. So that's part of my part of the other stuff I'm trying to get straight. And then, like I said, somebody tried to log into one of those accounts that are on the machines at work at 4 o'clock this morning. And I'm like, how the heck? Or somebody's trying to hack me. I think a month ago I had somebody to tried to hack me from Brazil. And years ago, somebody did get in to some of my bigger accounts through Vietnam once. But luckily they didn't get any money out of me or anything, but it was a thing. So yeah, we got the front seats changed in the blue tracker this week, and Bert, who's the new tire guy right now at the shop, he was able to um, replace my cracked tail light with the tail light that Raz from Zooks of Arizona. He's the president of Zooks of Arizona. He was scrapping a car that was similar to the one, the blue one tracker that I have, and sent me some parts. And one of the parts he sent me was the uh, a rear tail light to replace the cracked one. And Bert was able to get that installed for me this week. So I'm making progress. Things are actually getting done. But I there are moments when it feels like they're getting done slowly, or I don't know. I just feel like all my personal stuff, I put it on hold to try to help work be better. And I must be at the point of I've got to take a deep breath and take care of me some more. I'm doing okay, but I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. Leanna, hi. And Leanna, I need to send you a text message. Um, I, in order for me, it's not quite warm enough for me to take a shower at home right now because of the outside air temperature. And I have a couple of things to do to make the shower house shower functioning, even in cooler weather. Now I have an insulated jug that I can pour water into, and I can pour hot water into that jug as well. And so I don't have to take the shower as fast as I boil the water if it's cool outside. But if it's cold outside, the hot water doesn't last long. But before I can do that, right now the shower house only has a dirt floor. And so I want to get the paver blocks back on the floor in there, which is what you stand on when you take a shower. And I just don't have the energy to do that right now. But it is part of what I was, if I could, I would take a shower at home today. I don't see how that's going to happen. And for me to try to get down to St. John's at 7 o'clock, to take a shower at 7 o'clock in the morning before I start work, that's hard because I have to get up early anyways, but I've been leaving home at 7 o'clock. And so to have to leave home at 5:30 or 6, the $5 showers down in St. John's are open at 7. And it's like, and then, when I take a shower, I want to just, I, you get, I get so relaxed. I just want to rest. And it's work to wash my hair. But anyways, I'm just like, yeah, I'm tired. Um, hey, Sonia. So, yeah, probably not going to manage getting a shower here today, but I've got to go wash laundry. So, um, I don't think, oh, I do have a way now that I'm thinking about it. I do have a way to just wash out some underwear and let it dry and then drop my laundry off tomorrow down in St. John's and let somebody else wash it. That's possible. Um, and I've got to, so this week's money from that I earned at the shop is going to pay my civil engineer. He had told me it would be $200. It's only $150, but that's what that money's slated for. And then I think next week, I think I can start paying Stan on the other stuff. So let me skip from that conversation. Oh, hey, Shane. Sorry the phone cut off last night. Um, but let me get into the tracker. So Stan had been working on my tracker engine last week. And he came to me and said, Lesa, bad news. The crankshaft in your engine is bad. Now, this is the engine that I paid $1,900 for when I was in Nevada. The replacement engine. He said the crankshaft's bad. I was like, okay, deep breath. I don't know what to think. He says, it's okay. We're gonna get your old engine, the original engine. I need one of the guys to get that completely out of your tracker because it never was completely pulled out. So he said, so put that on the list. And when Joe gets a chance, let Joe do that one. Okay. So fine. So then I saw it was up in the air one day and I got a couple of photos. And um, then I knew that it was out. And Jeremy, I think, walked by. I think it was you, right? And said, grab your phone. Come, you got to take video. Come on, come look. And I run out there with the phone. And the crankshaft in my original engine. Stan said, when I talk to my son, don't use the word, it looks really, really good. He says, use the word cherry. A mechanic knows what cherry is. I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, honey, it's not even, it's beautiful. He goes, you're going to have a good engine. And I think it's valve covers. They're these little curved, yeah. They're these little curved pieces. What do you want, Miss Wendy? Your eye looks swollen. What? You have a drink? You have food? Oh, you didn't get your jerky? I see you. I see you. What do you want? Can I do this and not lose you guys? What do you want? You want jerky? You want food? Yeah. See how she did that with her tongue? She does that kind of talk from Wendy means she wants her regular food. And her regular food for a while in the mornings, she gets duck jerky. Except oh, I have too many things in the house. It's a mess. Where's your duck jerky? Oh, it's on the shelf. Miss Wendy, it's on the shelf. Is this what you want? Of course it is. Duck jerky for Miss Wendy. Let's see. Is that what you want? silly butt. Take a here, silly butt. It's what she wants, but she does is funny. She's funny about how she takes food. Oh, now she's going to try to bury it and save it for later. Okay. My house is a disaster. Hey, but when we're tired like this, I'm just as human as the rest of y'all. I'm nobody special. That's why I'm that's why I go by Simply Lesa. I ain't nobody different. I'm just another human being. I'm nothing special. Oh, now she's going to take it. Can you guys see her? No. Now, poop head. There you go. Have your breakfast, Miss Wendy. Have your jerky. It's okay. One of your eyes looks a little, your eyelid looks swollen, just like Mama's does. She probably as tired as I am. She walked her butt off yesterday at Walmart, though. She's so good at that on that. I have to have her on a short leash. Oh, she's trying to save it for later. She likes to bury things. Someday I should probably get a DNA test done so I know what actually is her breed. I mean, I know what I was told, but who knows? Your house is turned upside down too. Yeah, Catherine, I hear you. But anyway, so yep. So Wendy's having breakfast, and yeah, I see these circles and whatever. Um, yes, it always looks worse in a small space. That's true, and I mean, I have plans for how to take care of this, but when something doesn't work and you're still messing with it, I mean, look, I tell on myself all the time, right? But so a little bit. Those are the two old batteries. Behind there are the new batteries set up. Well, there's three of them over there, but set up the way they're supposed to. But I'm not done working with them. So here's the boxes. And that's a fourth of my space. So y'all understand that's a fourth of my cabin. So you figure I just took it from the size of the back of a box truck to the size of a the floor space in a I don't know um, the floor space in the middle of an RV or a Class C RV. Yeah, Donna K, I hear that. I see that. Your house looks like it fell out of a blender. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. It's kind of my place too. Oh, the UPS mistake with the box. My box got returned, so that's on the porch. Oh, and the I found out that I have Geico insurance because I've been with them for years and years and years and years, and they I checked with them about was there any chance of getting some reimbursement for the time I had to have the car towed to town. And I got an employee discount, so it was cheapish. I mean, it's still expensive, but cheapish, right? And they said, well, because you didn't call us when it happened, I forgot I had roadside assistance. I forgot I got that. And they said, because you didn't call us first, we could probably get you $100. So I had put the request in for it, but I never heard any more from them. So one day last week when we had a break at work, I called them and they were like, we don't have anything for you. And I was like, I put it in. I know I put it in. I did it on the app. They told me I had to get the app. I had to, evidently their app doesn't work for hardly anything. So I told the girl, I'm deleting the app. I don't want it anyways. So she sent me an email. I responded to her, and within 20 minutes, I had $100. And then she told me next time it needs my vehicle needs to be towed. to call them first and let them try to talk to the tow first. And then when they do that, they can reimburse the full amount. So that's nice to know. So so I did that. Um so I'm so we got the front seats changed in my car. Yay, because that makes that feel so much better. And it's like having a different car. But the and the tail light. So the inside of the car is starting to get cleaned up, as well as not having to carry around the tail light. It was big. So that's out of the way. And then I was able to get rid of some glass bottles I'd been saving for a neighbor. Those I got rid of last week. I think they're doing some bohemian glass uh, bottle wall thing, cement glass bottle thing. You know what I mean. Um, and I don't know, just cleaning up little things as I go along. I've decided that I want this blue toolbox thing that I used to use as a kitchen somewhere else. That's what I want to be the toolbox in the car. The yellow toolbox that's in the car, I want that to go bye bye. It's too big for the back of the car, anyways. I have to like kick it sideways to do anything. But as I get this stuff cleaned up, and after I get the civil engineer paid, and I get, yes, like an Earthship bottle wall, yes, yes, Beth. And then after I get that done, then I can start paying Stan. I owe him $86 for what we did to the blue car. And then I owe him close to $800 on the white one for right now. And and that old loan that I've been paying off forever since 2000, I don't know when. Since the year the cabin was built. That's yeah, so when was that? That was COVID year. 2021, right? 20 2020. Whatever. It's under $800. I think it said it was $750. So a combination of after I give Stan the $86 on the blue car, then I'm at $750 on the personal loan through my credit union, and then the 800 and a little bit of change that I owe Stan on the white tracker. That's my finances, guys. I'm almost done paying this stuff off. Almost. Just almost. And so I'll keep working as long as I can. I'll keep working. Um, and I'm just doing everything I can to make the processes at work as simplified, practical, and easy to find information so that if something happened to one of us, anybody could go in there and find what they need for information to fill in. Um, because, for example, if I needed to take 2 days off because I'm exhausted, I won't do that until I pay all these bills off, first off. But unless I just am like crazy sick. But uh, if I was to do that, I don't want somebody having to hunt around. Well, what was the, how come I can't find this? And how come I can't find that? It's so simple to do, to make a process where it won't be like that, so that the next person who has to answer a phone call can go, wait a minute, let me take a look in a couple of books, let me take your phone number, I'll call you back in a little bit, let me do a little research. Or if a person's standing in front of them, give me a few minutes, let me look in a couple of places, let me see if I can find the answer. To me, that's how you run a good office. I know that that's not how people think in a lot of in a lot of places. I used to work for the federal government. I've worked for the federal government at shipyards. I've worked for the Commonwealth of Virginia and state governments when I lived in Maine and in Virginia. And people who work for government offices are more, they hold information. They don't want anybody to know what they know. And part of that is they're trying to keep their jobs. And I think that if you make a good paper trail or computer trail or whatever, then it helps everybody help each other. And I think that's what we ought to be doing. So I try to be the good example, and I try to set up processes in a way that it makes it simple. That doesn't always mean easy, but simple for somebody to, in your absence, or God forbid you die or something, the buck didn't stop with you, so they can carry on. Um, so I'm trying to set that up now. Stan once in a while gives me a little. I don't want to do that. That's too much information, and I don't need that for. Okay, fine. But then the next time we need it, and I have it, he goes, "Oh, you were right. Sorry." I was like, "Yeah, okay, all right." I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get too much personal information on customers, but I need enough so that if they're not standing in front of me, and somebody different asks me about their vehicle, I need to have a place I can look it up for the normal customers. I mean, customers who are just coming in for an oil change, I get if they don't really want to give me a lot of stuff, then fine, whatever. But people who are repeat customers, or we're still a small town around here, so some of those people, or like there's a couple of ranchers that have like fleet trucks. Okay, they're not fleets like fancy fleets, but they've got 7 pickup trucks, and different people bring them in. Well, they don't belong to the different people, they belong to this rancher. Well, under his name in a book, I ought to have that we know there's these 10 trucks. And oh, by the way, this is on size account, and or whoever's. And so that's what I'm that's what I'm working on setting up now. Um, and with that little tablet computer thing that I was working with the other day, one day I'm typing on it and doing real good. Okay, Donna K, bye bye. And then then after we tried to get some information off of it and it got reset, whatever got reset made it so I couldn't type. And then I had one of the guy's wives came in, and she was looking at something I was working on. She goes, "Well, don't you know that you can do blah, blah, blah? Really simple." Yep, I know it. I can't make it do it. And she goes, "Oh, you just don't know how." Yeah, don't tell me I don't just know how. Because then all of my little things come up. I know how. That's not the problem I'm having. So I handed her the little computer and said, "You try it." And she goes, "I don't want to try that." And I said, "If you hit the shift key, it goes 3 pages back. Not helpful. If I type the L key, I get a 6." And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it wasn't like this last week, or 3 or 4 days ago." And she goes, "Oh, that's really bizarre." And I'm like, yeah, but I still feel like she didn't really believe me. But whatever, you know, if you have a perfectly good computer, thank the powers that be that your machines work. Because when they don't work, it's really annoying. Most of them are working right, but that one's just messing with me. I'm like, okay, I've had enough. I just wanted to make a freaking form. This is not rocket science. And it's like, I try things 5 or 6 or 8 times and I'm like, okay, I need a break. I'm gonna scream here if I can't make this happen. But yeah, Homestead Nomads is saying it's one thing to be indispensable. You want to be remembered, not cussed for the mess you left when you're not there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah. What time is it? Is it getting close to, wait a minute, I have to pull this down. Oh, 10:30. We're gonna go another half hour and then I'm done. That's all I'm giving you guys today. I still think that I need to go up to Sanders and get a little bit of meat. Maybe I can do without that. It's possible I could do without that. Um, but I really wanted to put some clothes in the washing machine up there. Um, we'll see how long I need to be working with uh, Dennis and Evelyn. If I don't, if that's a couple of hours or something, and then we're on for something else, on with something else, then maybe I'll run up there and do laundry. Oh yeah, I don't need to buy meat. I forgot I bought some at Walmart. I didn't buy much, but I bought a couple of rolls of turkey sausage because I haven't had it in a long time. I bought some things at Walmart that I don't normally buy, but because the price was super good. Okay, bye, Sonia. And things to just put in my storage barrel place outside that can just be here, that so I don't have to keep buying it. Things that I found I'm not allergic to. Um, like, for example, I spent the money on a package of kosher, safe, that I've had them before. They're safe marshmallows that when I want to make a hot chocolate, which isn't very often, I can put a marshmallow in my coffee. That can go stay in the outdoor food storage, which is insulated. But it's like long-term storage stuff that I don't really have a place to keep it in here. Um, but that's, yeah. So I stocked up on a couple of things. So I might be a little tight on money, but probably not too bad. Because of some of the things I went ahead and purchased this early this month. I'm saying that quickly. Actually, I don't expect any of it to be any problem, um, because I get my weekly paycheck from the shop, and that's always enough for food and gas. So whatever I spent to stock up on some stuff really isn't going to hurt me. I did have to buy some T-posts to finish the fence line along the easement road out front. And I got those too. And I know, I just feel like I haven't even had a good Sabbath or anything. I figure I figure God knows what I'm going through, and He knows better than me where my heart's at, what I mean, what I'm, yeah. So, but I'll get this straightened out eventually. It really will get straightened out. I'll have more rest eventually. That's true. I mean, I can even hear it in my voice after talking this long. I'm like, yeah, I could I could crash. My throat could hurt enough to not want to talk for a while. But I got the stove's still pretty warm right here, so I know that I've got hot water in the kettle, and I think I'll make some quick soup before Evelyn and Dennis get here, and I'll try to have a quick. I have some stuff to make a quick soup, and I think I'll do that. Oh, speaking of soup, I sent a an email to the rock pot people. Now, if you don't know what a rock pot is, look it up. Um, I told them what my style of cooking is and that I've used thermal pots for years and have a couple of nice ones. Um, they said, "Oh, wow, you sound like just the perfect person to help us market our product. Please send to the email collaboration at Rockpot. Send us a little more information about your channel. And and anyway, uh, so I've asked for them to give me one of their pots, one of their small ones. They evidently have a 4 quart and a 7 quart pot. I asked them for a 4 quart pot to review and asked them if they would sponsor some of my videos or sponsor my channel. And so they requested that I give them more information. And I sent that this morning when I was waking up with that first cup of coffee. So, yay, that's kind of cool. I still have a really good pro deal with bags from Item Shelter. I don't feel like I can buy anything until I'm completely out of debt, which is not long from now. But I really would like to buy one of his iDome shelters. Um, and he said at how whatever stage I'm able to buy it, he's giving me a really deep discount, like a family discount. And if I need to split it up and buy one piece at a time, that he will allow me to do that because he knows that I'm low income and I used to be homeless years ago and that I'm on a budget and I'm working a plan and I talk about him all the time and he gets free advertisement from me, but I will not buy any easy up tents ever. um, if I'm gonna um, okay, if I'm going to get a tent, that's the next one I would pick up. End of story. I will still have to figure out how to carry it on the white tracker. It would fit on the roof rack of the blue tracker more easily, but on the white tracker, we'll have to figure out how to probably get me a how to provide a rack of some kind and how to get it up there. But it kind of doesn't matter yet. I would like to have my. I guess they call it this. I don't know whether they're calling it the sun cover or if it's the rain fly part of it, but it's the main body of the tent part. So I could buy just the frame and the cover to start with, and then I could buy the tent body stuff separately. The tent body stuff of the iDome shelter is white, and the base model, that cover part, the shade cover part or the rainfly part, is black on the base model. But you can have them printed with your business name, or there's a few colored ones you can choose that they set up. But I would like to have mine printed with the Simply Lesa The pond cat tails and dragonfly thing. I would like that to, and to kind of be the blue green colors that I love. Um, I'd like to have that printed on mine somehow. I have considered letting mine be printed with the companies that support my channel in one way or another, like Zero Shoes, and they could have some space on my cover, just like I'm offering them space on the outside of my white tracker. At some point, they could do a decal, but they have to pay me for that a little bit. Now that I can make more money, that's part of what I'm doing. So Zero Shoes, Rock Pot. Um, who else? Oh, there's just some other people that I love their stuff. Um, I'd love to be able to afford Danger Coffee. You know, I have an affiliate for that. Not so big on the whole fittest, though I have an affiliate. Not so big on that. Um, but it's because I can't use their products. They put stevia in them all, and I'm allergic. So there's that. Yuko candle, people love the Yuko candles. Don't know, but there's a few. Oh, Vargo. I need to email Vargo because I use their little titanium wood stove every single day. So, um, I'm not sure. Bill, I see the thing that you put out. I try to ask people to use three uppercase Q's in front of their questions so that I can see them. Today's been slow, so it's okay, and I saw yours. But if you just kind of get that in your mind for another time. Um, I don't have plans yet for exactly what I'm going to do next. Okay. I um I did not finish the Appalachian Trail as a through hike. If I had somebody to hike with, that I would finish that. Bye, Liana. Love you. And but I've already started talking to Zooks of Arizona about being at Zuki Palooza in May, and I have an email started for Overland Expo. I would like to get back into the showcase and my Overland Expo family stuff at Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, which is also in May. I would really like to be at those events, and Stan seems to think that he can have the tracker ready for that. So let's see what happens. I Yeah. So that would be May. I think pre-May we should get together and do some kind of camping somewhere. Um, I don't consider winter to be over in my part of Apache County until after Passover. So I'd oh, cool. Cool, Bill. Um, but right now, I'm not sure about anything right at the moment. But I'm working on at least the May thing. But we should be able to camp somewhere near, whether it would be down the Mogollon Rim. Oh, ouch. Or up at, oh, that hurt. Um, we should be able to camp like near Christopher Creek and Payson, or up. So that's getting up close to like Zuki Palooza, and Zuki Palooza people are going to camp in Cottonwood. So, Oh, really? I didn't know that, Bill. And yeah, mids and up here we have up where my cabin is, we have cedar nats off and on. That's why I really want to get that back patio enclosed, screened. So I'm trying to get that screened in. I'd like that done by April. I would. Like by Passover time. But I don't know. The way things are going, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Lots of I don't knows. But hey, I got my occupancy permit approved. Of course, my toilets were approved. I owe you guys videos on all these things, but I got those things done and approved. That's a big deal for an off-grid thing. Not very many people that I know in my part of Apache County even apply for their occupancy permits. Let me tell you, the process with the county was way smoother, way less stress. Was stressed out and crying about it. I don't know how many times. I didn't need to be that stressed. It was. I'm starting to lose you, and we're almost at 11 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. You guys have a great week. Pray for each other. Yeah, put me on the list too that I can have my energy back because I'm so. You can tell. Um, but at least we can do this visiting this way and not in person. And nobody gets sick behind me if I'm sick. I don't think I am. I think it's my autoimmune stuff and the fact that I'm just doing a lot. And the best you can. And we'll try this again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I will try my darndest to be more rested. If I have a choice, I will be. We love you. Thank you, Iris. I appreciate that. Iris, I haven't forgotten you. I still have that grill for you. Might not be able to get down there this winter. Maybe I should mail it to you. Would you think about that, Iris, and see about whether you have a place to get mail where I could mail it to you? I could afford that with me working the way I am. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put on a quick thing of soup and try to get some broth into me for a few minutes before I go to the next project. Oh, I forgot about Valentine's Day. I don't keep it because of its origins, but I do think about the fact that with me being public, I think it's okay to say that February, since there's this holiday stuck in there, I tend to look at February as a reminder to love myself. And so do what you can to love yourself this month. Um, even if nobody else is like sending you hearts and flowers and chocolates or whatever. By the way, I found chocolate I'm safe with. That's kind of nice. But y'all have a great week. Save up your questions for next week, and I'll try to get working on one of those videos and get at least one of them out this week. But I love y'all. You have a good week, okay? Love ya. Bye.